Okay. Perfect. And then over here. Let's do this real quick. Gosh, if I could type, that'd be helpful. There we go. Okay, do that, and I think that's all set. We have all 3 of our teams here. Get these challenge details. Okay. Board, bada bing, bada boom. Alright, challenge details are going in the chat attached to the VC. I forgot to put the little thingy in the front. There we go. Alright, so we're playing with salad today. This thing's still a little weird. There we go. Salad today on any normal map, so you can do city, country, or alpine, doesn't really matter. You got your seed there, and then we're gonna double check settings in just a second. For our card choices today, this is kind of like the main part of the challenge. The first card you guys are gonna take is gonna be medium groups. This is gonna be a medium groups challenge. And then after that, you're going to take all of the left cards. So your theme card and all of the remaining cards are going to be recipe cards or food cards after that first medium groups card on day 3. Any questions about any of that? All right, cool. So now make sure you have drop letters inside on so you get the same blueprint drops. Otherwise, you're good. And then let me see game options there for, yep, Joken.
So we don't have any, we don't have to choose a specific card, we can choose any of the cards we get?
So no, you have to
choose medium groups.
You have to choose medium groups. And then after that, you're always going to go for the left card. So medium groups will be a right card. The first one you take will be on the right. And then every other card will be on the left.
Okay, so right and then every card to the left.
Yes, exactly. Alright, Joke and Milo, you guys are good there now. Perfect. And then Finn and Cobes, if you guys just want to pull up game options and just double check. I think the host is not the one streaming, right? But if you guys want to just pull up those settings, you want to make sure you have drop letters inside set to on. And then seed affects everything turned on so that you get the right gameplay session there. All right, and then while you guys are just finishing that up, you can load into the save whenever you're ready. Just hang out outside your restaurant until everyone's ready to go. I'm just going to go over some of the basic rules here. Even if you guys know the rules, it's a good refresh. And then for anyone watching on Twitch or whatever, just lets them know what we're up to. So this is the Dress to Impress Vanilla Challenge. We are here today with teams of any size who will be attempting to dress as many salads as possible during 15 days within a 1-hour time slot. That's definitely going to be the tough part about today, is going to be that 1-hour time slot. If you successfully complete the challenge, you get the Dress to Impress Discord role reward. And then everyone who successfully completes the challenge event gets the 2025 event challenger role. So this is also a chance to get that if you do not already have it. Main objectives, obviously, is to franchise within that 1-hour time slot. But of course, we always want to make sure that we are having fun. Someone from each team needs to stream. We already got that set up. No garage items, no cheats or hacks or any kind of unauthorized software. If you are streaming yourself and using something like LiveSplit or Chef, make sure that you have Chef on for visits only. You don't want chat messing with your challenge run. We do ask if you finish your run before the other teams that you just stick around as a courtesy to them and just watch them finish their runs. Or you can just keep playing if you want, but we just ask that you stick around. If someone disconnects, if your game closes, anything weird happens, just get it up and running, get that player reconnected as soon as possible. No extra time will be added to the time slot. And of course, if you need to, you can definitely play down a player or two. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Everyone's playing on the same seed, the same predetermined menu. We already talked about the card choices. I'll go over that again in just a second. You can practice mode as much as you want, save and return to HQ, anything like that is perfectly fine. And of course, you can participate from any platform as long as you have a way to stream the game. Any questions about the basic rules? All right, cool. I'm gonna have a 1-hour timer going. Let me just do a little split screen thing here. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna have a 1-hour timer going. I will try to let you guys know when we get to like the halfway point, and then if we're still going and we get down to like 10 minutes left or so, I'll try to let you know when we get there, just so you have an idea of how much time you have left. Ooh, not what I wanted. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Okay, I should be all set then. Okay, perfect. So I got my timer up. One other final little reminder for you guys. The first card choice, so your day 3 card choice, you're going to take the customer card, which should be medium groups. After that, you're going to take all the left cards, the left theme card and all of the left food cards after that. Like I said, you guys can load in whenever you're ready, and then we'll get started. Here's my mouse being weird.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Monica.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how to view multiple things at the same time. Discord seems to have changed its things up top.
I just mouse over it and then hit the little I plus icon.
Yeah. I'm watching both of them, but it won't let me watch both of them on the same screen.
I think you just click it. Click the video. And then it should zoom out and show you like everybody, right?
Oh, yes, got it.
Okay,
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I think all of our teams are ready then, so we are going to get started. This is time slot 1, Dress to Impress. 1 hour on the clock, and we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. Good luck, everyone. Hello, Diz. Oh, my goodness. I think Diz is still muted on Steam. Oh, no. Hi. Super excited about this. I have my coffee that I will be enjoying as we watch these teams.
Is it a fancy coffee?
It's
a coffee, which is also good.
It's a brown sugar oat milk shake and espresso. That's my new Starbucks order.
Yum. Sounds delicious.
I know. Cherry over on Twitch said that they want ranch dressing on all their salads, and now they want Italian food. Well, that makes sense, because we are doing a salad challenge today. We have 3 teams today. Do I have sound on for multiple of these? I think it sounds like I do. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Alright, sorry, I was checking my sounds. What was I saying? Oh yeah, they're doing a salad challenge today, but also medium groups challenge, which we kind of surprised them with a little bit. How do we feel about the setups so far here, Diz?
I really like Sonoy's setup. For a single person, just like cramming yourself into that tiny little space to get as many tables as you can. Makes sense what Unbelievable is doing, because they have 2 people. They've also crammed themselves into a tiny little space.
Yep.
Perfect when you're on this app.
Now there is definitely a benefit to I think, with having an extra player in these kind of challenges, simply because of like map size. So as a player like Sonoy, I think what he's doing is definitely smart. But you can't get away with just using 2 tables past that medium groups. Whereas when you have an extra friend, you can get away with just using 2 tables if you want to. Now, I'm sure most teams will pick up extra tables regardless. But solos will have less money available, I think, because they have to invest in tables. That's going to be interesting to kind of see what difference that makes. I am curious where Sonoy's planning on keeping their other ingredients. It has to be through that door, but most players are not fans of doors.
Yeah. I don't mind doors. Like, honestly, popping through them is not that bad. It's when you get multiple people going through the same door that it gets difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about communication if you got multiple people.
Hi, Techno. Cherry is calling me out because I'm not supposed to be going to Starbucks. So I'm supposed to be avoiding high sugar drinks. So I switched over to a smaller, lower sugar Starbucks drink when I go, but I'm not going as often as I used to. But thank you so much for helping me stay accountable. I appreciate it. The no sync pickups from anyone except Sonoy, which is interesting.
Yeah. Syncs are a huge necessary. That extra 20% makes a world of difference.
Yeah. And especially when you're doing a run like this where it's like all food cards and you're just not washing that many plates, it's like sometimes those, 5 or 10 seconds makes a big difference.
Yep.
We're seeing a rearrange there from Close Kales.
Is that their name? It was unbelievable, and now it's time to dine.
Close Kales. Yeah, Close Kales is Sick Joke and Milo, which I don't think is actually their team name, but I believe they're playing on PlayStation, so they can't rename their restaurant.
Oh, I didn't know you couldn't rename your restaurant on PlayStation.
You can't, yeah. So there's this fun thing, fun is a word I use loosely there. There's this fun thing called user-generated content on console platforms, where companies such as Microsoft, for instance, say, if you want users to generate content, then you need to do this and this and this and this and this, and all of those things cost a lot of money. Or require having extra employees or whatever. So for smaller indie studios, it's just a big investment to have user-generated content. And for PlateUp, the only user-generated content on consoles is or would be the restaurant names, which is why we decided to just leave those out.
Yeah.
We were playing around with some like other kind of possibilities with like, maybe some sort of like preset kind of like words that you can like rearrange type situation or something like that, but it's a little finicky.
It's complicated. I like the egghead.
Me too.
As always. Good move in my book.
We see our 2 duos that are pretty much running at the same speed. Just grabbing their medium groups card here.
Oh, wow. Sonoy already has a copy desk.
Yeah.
Moving fast.
She got lucky on that and had the money for it, so that's awesome. Curious what he's planning on copying. I mean, obviously they know that they're going to be getting food cards, but they don't know which food cards necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm curious what he's preparing for.
That looks like a counter in there right now. Hoping for a workstation.
Yep, that would be my guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of salads that require a lot of chop.
That's true. Yeah, no matter what you get, it's gonna require chopping, so... Always gonna be making those base salads, at the very least.
Come on, workstation.
We see, Time to Dine there. Is that a blueprint desk, I think, in their cabinet right now? And then Close Kale's, opting to not go for another research desk. They just went for that workstation right away, which honestly, I think is a smart decision when it comes to these day 15 runs.
Yeah.
Starflix says, theoretically, wouldn't
I
the
just
entire
realized
restaurant
that-
be user-generated? I mean, look. Don't try to get us in trouble with Microsoft Starflix. We don't want that. Nobody wants that. No, it's all about things that, can't be moderated easily. Basically. What were you saying, Diz? I'm sorry.
I didn't realize there were 3 teams streaming. I thought you were doing what Drops does and just streaming your thing to the Discord. I'm caught up. I'm watching 3 streams now.
Got you. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I was like, I don't need to watch Monica's stream because she's not playing.
I am
thought you were
restreaming
restreaming.
for the other team. Yep, for our PlayStation team there. Hi, Odin. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm doing a good old Twitch chat and timer on my phone. I invested in a good work phone, you know? Like, it's got a nice big screen.
Yeah.
So I can multitask.
Yeah. Important.
But yeah, it's working out pretty well, I'd say. Got just under 50 minutes left, or about 10 minutes in here. So these teams are all making great time. Obviously, with a food run like this, the days get longer as you go on.
Ooh. Apple salad, it looks like.
Yes, ma'am. So you see him expanding back into that back room there behind that door. Makes sense to me. Move that research down. Yep. Grabbing that workstation. I would too. I'd take 2 of them.
Yeah, 3 workstations. Just put them everywhere you can.
Uh-huh.
Carve knife's a good pickup.
Yep, there's that knife drop. That's what we want to see.
Just don't chop your tomatoes on a workstation.
I hope he notices that counter he put between the tables. Okay, I think he just did. Good. I was worried. Curious what Time to Dine's doing over here. We're debating another table, but have seemed to have not wanted that.
Well, they probably want to maintain the pattern they've got going, so they're just picking up that table for now, and then probably going to put out another. Get another.
That might be true. That might be true. Alright. Close Kales just picked up their theme card. We are going exclusive today. Nice exclusive salad restaurant.
Are you getting that wash basin over at Close Kales?
Oh, they picked it up.
Yeah, they did. It's not bad. You've
Not
got
bad
full
at all.
tables. That coffee table might be a good pickup. And Time to Dine. I don't know what they'd be looking for, but it would be another table essentially that you don't have to serve.
Right. True. Oh gosh, watching Close
Or that
Kales
sharp knife would be good. Pick up
push
that sharp
through.
knife.
Yeah, watching Close Kales push through that customer is just, it's so unfortunate, but I'm glad they're making the use of the most use of their space that they can.
Yeah.
Hi, Nova. Did you come to watch the teams? They're all doing so good. I am really enjoying Sonoy's little apple salad room.
Yeah. Well, that's what you gotta do.
True.
And it's gonna just expand further and further with more salads.
Oh, Sonoy rang all the customers. He's got a group waiting outside still there, huh?
That's great.
He and Sonoy have
He's
that
got
in
2
common.
groups waiting out there.
Both like to ring. He did have everything ready to get that group of 2 out really quickly, but if he'd gotten 4 or 3 groups of 4, that would have hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
Getting that apple
The
salad
apple salad.
pickup. Mm-hmm. And got the theme card
then also
exclusive.
exclusive.
Yep. Perfect.
Move that phone so that you can Close Kales. Move that phone so that you can both reach the reach the thing.
That would be
The
smart.
phone doesn't need to be there. Yeah, they did it.
Very nice. Looks like they're leaving the door open, maybe? A little bit of working together on the salad. Be happening.
You know what? Not bad.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. 1 table of 4, 1 table of 3. That's not bad. Ah, see, I was wondering if they were going to do that. If they did move that 1 table down, they could have 2 groups of 4.
Oh. Pop your table. Pop your table. Oh dear, pop your table.
Well, it's not too far down. They'll be fine. If it was all the way at the end and they'd be pushing through customers, that would be a little bit more not fun.
Yeah.
Both my cats are interested in this event, apparently. We have some tomato sauce over
They
in
took
the sink there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Oh, 3 apple
Because
salads?
they're using a workstation and a knife.
Oh, they got
Yeah,
3
that's
of
rough.
them. That is bad luck right there. You know, if it were me, I would have given the nuts to the server. Like, you deal with these.
Yeah. Although, where do you... I guess you could put them right under the plates there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I would have done. Like, you're in charge of this one.
And it would free up... Yeah, it would free up the ability to slap the sink.
Yep.
should it need to be rushed.
100%.
Like, even if the person on salads only touches the sink once during the day, it's worth having the sink open.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think might be their last table there. Close tails. Same at time to dine. They're finishing up their day. Am I making light work of that day 9? Heck yeah.
I forget that not everyone can corner a sink like that without a bump.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult.
It is. And some players just don't even think about the, like, standstill button. I'm one of those people. Like, I've got enough practice that I can corner pretty well without using it. But some people, like, super rely on the standstill button to do stuff like that.
Yeah. I forget it exists.
Hmm.
I'm one
Same.
of those people. I just learned how to corner those without a bump.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I play with drops. You gotta keep up.
Yeah, right? How it feels when you play with people who, like, speedrun, or even if they're not speedrunners, just people who are really, like, fast at the game. You just learn to keep up.
Yeah.
Pulling in those apple salad ingredients over at Time to Dine. They got a frozen prep. I wonder what they're gonna use that for. Maybe just lettuce? Interesting.
I don't know that I would need a frozen prep, but a prep would be nice.
Yeah, standard prep. I don't know if I would have frozen it either. I would have taken, like, a workstation instead. But who knows? I wasn't really paying attention. Maybe they didn't have a counter drop that day, so they just threw it in.
Oh, I missed the pickup, but it looks like Sonoy got potato salad.
Yep. Figuring out where those pots are gonna go and those hobs. Ooh, you got a scrubby brush,
and
too.
he switched out his knife for a scrubby.
With all the
That's good.
workstations?
You've got tons of workstations.
I think that's a smart call, yep.
Yeah. Because dishes are a huge bane.
I know, Bob. Why don't you come over here? Yeah. Oh. No, up here. Here we go. They ended up putting tomatoes in that
he's
frozen
switching
prep.
between the knife.
Oh, is he?
Oh,
Somebody
that's
would.
not horrible.
Getting used to that tomato speed. That's not bad. What do they got there? A mixer? Conveyor mixer. They seem excited about that.
That's an exciting thing. And there's a conveyor at Close Kales. Pulling their eggs.
Yeah, where they could use that
sense.
grabber with the conveyor mixer and have something good going on there. They got going on with their tables is interesting.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does. You know,
It's just a lot of tables.
I do think it's
to get to
interesting that they
18s.
decided to automate the egg instead of the lettuce. Because every salad needs lettuce.
Well, except potato salad.
True.
And the two more difficult salads both require mayo.
True.
And if you get a combiner on that, that's amazing. Right?
Yeah, a
Auto mayo,
combiner might change my mind, but without the combiner, like knowing that, you know, at this point, Sonoy's the only one with potato salad. The other teams only have, you know, salads with lettuce. That's where I would be like,
That's true. They
like
don't know they're getting potato salad.
Yeah, they're not sure yet, you know? I have a feeling most of our teams are probably, you know, catching on to the vibe at this point, but... And all of our teams are still only working with 2 tables. Time to 9 had a disconnect. Running through the last of this day by themselves. That's okay. It's honestly best to do that so you don't waste time.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just saw the reconnect.
And it's open. They can just run around.
Yep. Oh, maybe not. Lagging a little bit. I thought that was their friend reconnecting, but maybe not. And we got about 5 minutes now until our halfway point. All of our teams are past day 8, or like on day 8 or up is essentially what I'm saying. Which is usually where I like them to be for the halfway point, so they're all ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Alright, we're seeing Finn getting their teammate back in there. That's good. Only getting stuck on the door. Forgot to research today. Got that mixer, conveyor. What's he gonna pick? Nothing. He's just going. That's very Sonoy behavior right there. Does not surprise me one bit. Sneaking in that little bit of research this morning. Time to dine. Got their teammate back. Still not sure about that, Still not sure about that third table. Setting up lettuce on the grabber. That's what I just said I would do. Look at him go. Really far away, though. I don't know if I put it that far away.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd probably set it up on the counter in the like corner there where the server could reach it. You just move that up one like, towards the tomatoes. And then honestly, I'd just buy that mixer, just plain old basic mixer.
Yeah, plain old mixer's fine.
Yeah. You take that as a win.
Like automating lettuce in a single day? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the way I see it, if you're playing this as a duo or trio, but you know, as long as you're not solo, the sooner you can get your server doing something like making basic salads, the better. And making that easy for them by automating the lettuce is just phenomenal. Got a little celebratory dance over at Close Kale. Three apple salads over at Time to Dine. They haven't picked up their potato salad yet.
Oof, 3 apple salads and a lettuce.
Ooh, blocking in that conveyor doesn't surprise me. Very nice. I think they forgot, yeah, they forgot nuts on that one, so I'm curious if they'll, figure that one out. See the confusion. They don't know what it's missing. They figured out it's nuts. Go, go, go! Yes! Alright!
They got it!
That was clutch timing there. Very nice. Like the teamwork on washing the dishes that they got going on over there too.
Yeah.
Close Kales finally managed
yeah, there we go.
to extend their oh, the mess, yeah. Close Kales finally managed to extend that one table out far enough. They got it all the way down to the end. Alright, I'm gonna go tell our teams how much time we got left because we're almost at that halfway point.
Okay.
Alright, teams, just popping in real quick to let you guys know that we are almost at the 30-minute mark. That means we are about the halfway point. You guys are all doing great. Keep up the good work. Alright, perfect. Now they know where they're at. Seeing some of those potato salads come in at Close Kales. They're just getting used to those. Sonoy just picked up their final card for this run, which is, of course, salad topping. So they got the olives out there now, and the onions will be used for regular salads as well.
So their positioning of the onion or of the olives is very convenient for finishing salads.
Yep.
But it's also very convenient for ruining salads.
True. Yeah, that's a you don't want to make mistakes.
That more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't even have the bin within reach, which is a little concerning, but we'll see how it goes. Sonoy's really efficient. Tends to not make too many mistakes to begin with, so see how it goes.
Yeah.
Starting out with 2 regular old topping salads over at Sonoy's today. And 4 apple salads at Time to Dine right there for their last order. Darn. Just always unfortunate when you hit that RNG of the 4 apple salads or the 4 potato salads. They're not forgetting the nuts today, though. That one time was enough. Close Kales has the automated lettuce now. The only thing I would change here is getting it so your server can reach that. But otherwise, I think that's a really smart decision.
Can reach it, yeah. I also like to make it so that my kitchen person can reach the plates instead of having to load them onto the counter.
Yeah, that's always convenient, but I feel like personally in this run, your cook is doing a lot more than your server. So I think just finding things for the servers to do.
As the cook, I find it convenient as the cook to have the plate so that I can just run and grab the 3 ingredients that I prepped instead of having to do 3 trips with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Grabbing that prep station there over at Time to Dine. Probably planning on using that for lettuce, but they don't have a conveyor mixer, so interested. I really like the positioning of the potato salad hobs over at Close Kales.
Yeah.
Sonoy's like...
And with that one rug, no mess.
Yeah. Sonoy's got the, like, speed run setup going, where he just wants the tables as close to the door as possible, which is a good strat. But now he's, like, running really far to make potato salad.
Yeah.
And although he's still very fast because it's Sonoy, it definitely has slowed him down in these later days compared to our duo. Because generally speaking, solo runs are faster. And he obviously is still ahead, but they've caught up a little bit more in the last couple days because of the run that Sonoy has to make. And up there at Close Kales, taking the last card, their salad toppings. They got another mixer. Are they going to upgrade it? Are they going to buy it? Looks like they're talking upgrade, but they just go for the buy. I would too. They got a grabber and they got a mixer. Automate your onions, maybe. Yep, that's what they're doing. Makes total sense. Wait, no, you don't want to do tomatoes, guys. They'll figure it out.
Yep.
Oh wait, they're doing apples.
The one thing you don't want to chop on.
They're doing apples. I saw the wrong provider. Apple's smart too. I would do onions personally, but apple makes sense. The only reason that I would choose onions over apples is because apples are only for apple salads. Onions are, now that they have toppings, for your plain, you know, like your base salad with the salad toppings, and also for your potato salad. So it's just they have that one more use.
See, now that they have multiple things on mixers, I definitely want to be able to reach the plates as the cook.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think their server does a good job of putting the plates over on the counters, though, in a timely manner.
Yeah, that hasn't really been a problem for them. It just is a little extra.
Yeah, true. And then the only other thing that I would have changed for them is I would have taken that prep station and thrown it up in that empty corner. But otherwise, they're doing everything really efficiently, I think. Time to Dine grabbing their second to last card there. Finally picking up the potato salad. Curious where they're going to put everything. They're also automating their apples, it looks like. Or, well, not full auto, but sending them to a counter. And Sonoy taking on that day 15. Looks Looks like he will probably be our first player to finish today. Not that that matters, but he tends to generally be pretty fast, so that doesn't surprise me. But of course, the only goal is to finish within that 1 hour time slot. If so, they have completed the challenge, regardless of their placement among the players. We don't care about that. Man, so that's just whipping up potato salad so quickly. For a lot of players, potato salad is the most hated dish. I like potato salad personally, but
Yep.
I know people have trouble with it. And Sonoya, it looks like, did have an oopsie unchopped potato in a pot there. So, you know. Mistakes do be made sometimes.
Yep.
Well, that's it. Once he clears that table, he's got everybody in. So at that point, it's just a matter of not making any huge mistakes, then he'll be good.
Yeah. This is where the olives become the bane of your existence.
True. But also, you can only...
It's so easy to get overconfident on that level.
You can only accidentally put
Only mess up
olives
that one.
on the lettuce salads, right? And I wonder, once you put an apple on an apple salad,
Yeah.
can you even put an olive on it? I don't think so. I don't know. That'd
don't
be
think
interesting
so.
to do some testing on that.
I'm looking at that onion lettuce right now.
Yep, yep. But I'm like, that's an easy one, you know, as long as you realize what you did. That's an easy one to just quick whip up another salad. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, if you ruined an apple salad, that would be different, I guess. But alright, whipping out that last salad or two there. I have to go congratulate Sonoy. Alright, congratulations, Sonoy, from the 7 de Mayo. You have successfully completed the... What is the challenge called again? The top of the salad dressing... That challenge. I have so many things up on my screens. Just to impress. Thank you so much. Feel free to sit back and relax if you'd like. Our other teams are kind of in the final stretch here, or you can continue into overtime for a bit if you'd like. For our other teams, just so you guys know, we got about 19 minutes left on the clock. Alright, perfect. Now they know what's up. Looks like Sonoy is calling it a day there on the PlateUp. We'll give his stream a close. Welcome in, Sonoy. Thanks for bringing your peeps over. Here to check out the rest of the challenge. We just have Close Kales going into their day 15 attempt here. And they've been pretty efficient this whole time. They did a lot of catching up. Just looking at the timing, Sonoy, you were probably like 3 days ahead in the early game. And so these guys have really made some good time saving in the back end of their run here, which is good. Sonori says, I really don't like meeting groups and potato salad. That's fair. We have seen, I don't think we've seen a full table of potato salad, but we've seen full tables of apple salads pop up, so be a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Sonori didn't want to automate anything on purpose. An extra additional challenge. Self-impose.
Ooh.
Oh no. Alright. That's our first real mistake from Close Kills there. I'm glad that they did a save and return. We're gonna see another day 15 attempt here from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you had the one mixer at least. Yeah, but had to fill it manually. Yep. Yeah, other teams are definitely making use of their grabbers, which, you know, once again, that's nothing wrong with that in the challenge. Perfectly acceptable. But it is fun to kind of throw your own twist in there. And it's not necessary. It definitely makes things easier, but you can 100% complete this challenge without any automation.
As just proven.
Yep, yep.
I do like potato salad.
I'm a big fan.
Very yummy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I do think it's funny that Close Kale's there. Their team name is Kale, yeah. They still managed to get the Kale restaurant name.
Ooh.
That's pretty funny. Seeing some missing olives, they grabbed those. Oh, they did end up moving the nuts outside too. Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good decision, I think, for sure. You did make sauce once, Sonoy. There you go. Yeah, I was saying you don't make a lot of mistakes. You're very efficient. But even in your run, you made a couple. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like nobody's perfect, and that's good to remember when people are playing the game. But you did very, very well. Groups have a massive advantage in these runs in the late game, yes. When there's so much to make. I agree. Alright, those potato salads just need their mayo. We got that apple salad. They just need the nuts on that. And there they go!
Woohoo! Celebratory spins.
Alright, congratulations, Sick Joke and Random Milo from Close Kales, aka Kale, yeah. You guys have successfully completed the Dress to Impress challenge. Feel free to sit back and relax if you'd like. Our other team's just finishing up their day 11. They're doing really great. Or you can continue to overtime for a little bit if you would like. Looks like they're considering that variety card very closely. Doing some celebratory dances. Love to see it.
Buying stuff just because.
King Hearts, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. I got a candelabra in the kitchen. And a plant. This is funny. They're just buying everything. Honestly, I would too. Why not? Sounds like fun. Got a really short timer there. We're at time to dine. They're trying to push it here. They need to get one more potato salad made, and that's gonna be a tight timer.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing it. I think they gotta call that. Call it, call it, call it, call it!
Call it,
Oh, no!
Oh.
They let it go. Alright, let me go talk to them.
Well, that's everyone.
Alright, time to dine. Cobes and Finn, that was a absolutely wonderful attempt. Very good job, guys. Unfortunately, we do not have quite enough time for you to attempt another one. But it was so fun watching all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope that you had fun, regardless of your success or not. And we have a couple more time slots coming up later today, so if anyone wants to see other teams participate, next one's at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 p.m. UK. You can check out all of the time slots in the Just to Impress channel there. If you have any feedback for us for future events, you can leave it in the event discussion up above. We will have another modded event coming probably in a couple weeks here. Expect an announcement soon for that one. For those of you playing on console, we do have a speed run going on as well through the end of tomorrow that is vanilla that you could participate in if you want. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys for the next vanilla challenge next month. And that's it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you for hosting.
You're so
thank you.
welcome.
Yeah, thank you for hosting. I'm just gonna watch back the
Thank
VOD
you.
now.
Bye.
Heck yeah. Have
Bye.
fun.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let me close down this bad boy over here. And we are going to probably go right into somebody here because our next time slot isn't for a while. So let me do that. Let me find somebody who's hanging out. Oh, Beach Hobo Ray's 1 year affiliate anniversary. That seems like the type of celebration we need to go to. Let's go say hello. I hope to see you guys later. If you are coming back to watch later, like I said, next time slot is, oh gosh, let me do some math here. 4.5 hours-ish from now.
Yeah. Yep.
You might be able to catch it here. You might be able to catch it over on Mr. Drops' channel, but we will be live in one of those two places, so just keep your eyes out there. Until then, go say hi to not Champ. Hobo Ray. Hold on. I clicked on the wrong stream. Go say hi to Beach Hobo Ray for us. There's Mr. Beach Hobo Ray. Perfect. But yeah, thank you guys once again for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Make sure you get some good sleep. Make sure you eat some good food. Make sure you drink enough water. Make sure you take your meds. Make sure you do all the things that you guys need to do so I can see you later. And until then, bye-bye, everyone.